Hey, what's up, ladies? It's your boy Doc Reid back out here in these relationship streets one more again. All right. As usual, you know how we do it. We got to get some housekeeping out of the way. I don't know why I'm dancing and there's no music, but I do hear it. I hear music up in the air. Okay, yeah, in my head. Anyway, enough of that. The book. You know about the book, The Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box. What your father didn't tell you and your mother did not know. Many of you have told me how much you love it, how much it's blessed you. If you have not gotten your free copy, make sure you do so at my website, ChristopherReid.org. All right, and you can follow me there on Instagram. I do post videos daily on Instagram, so make sure that you follow me and get on that list. All right, so today, I want to send a shout out to my Youve, your boo to I do group coaching members. We had our first session starting out today, and it was great. It was amazing. So shout out to them. Of course, all my one-on-one clients, love you guys too. So let's get right into this. Do you ever feel worthless when you're not in a relationship? That's the question. That is the question. So here's the scenario. You're in a relationship, it goes bad, and what you do is you go right into the next relationship. There's no time off. There's no breaks. You are a serial monogamist. Okay? Yeah. You're always in only one relationship. Now, just one person, but there are no breaks. And this has become your pattern. Like, you don't even know anything else. Nothing else even exists. Like, is there something different? Like, do people take breaks in between? So here's the thing. What have you learned? Okay, what have you learned? Okay, so from the last 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, 9, 10 relationships didn't work out. What have you been able to learn before you just go trudging headlong right into the next relationship? And the $1 million question is, have you learned anything? Okay. And at the end of the day, you've been kind of running so long. All right. And when I say running, like running from something. Okay. You don't even think about it. Okay. And you don't really even give much thought to, you're running from one thing. Okay, a bad situation that you're leaving, okay, to something else. But you don't even think about where are you going? All right, where is this heading? It is, okay, there is a cliff ahead. There's a sign there, but you don't see it because you're just right here. So this is what I want to talk about. And I want to challenge you, okay, to take a different perspective. Because I would suggest that many of my wonderful diamonds, as amazing as you are very awake but unaware. Yeah, you hear, but you're just oblivious to what's going on. Okay, like you're not really taking this into consideration. So it's almost like if you're in a room, right, and you keep tripping over stuff. All right. And the reason that you keep, and the lights are on. The lights are on. You can see, but okay. But here's how you're in the room. And then you down. Okay. So you're awake, but it's almost like Jesus said when, they was trying to trip him up. The Bible's so sweet. You know what I mean? If you really get into it and in between the stuff, they were saying, something to him, and Jesus basically said, well, here's the deal. Since you claim that you still can see, even though you can't see, but since you think you can see, your sin remains. And I ain't saying it, I'm saying the way that it dropped it, because Jesus was so sweet with it. But basically at the same time, because they thought that, or they didn't take in consideration that they were really, walking blind, that they didn't have the opportunity to get rid of that thing, okay, that has been causing them to make all these mistakes. Now, in that instance, the situation was too much pride. I don't know. Is it your pride that prevents you from saying, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea why I keep making these mistakes. All I know is every relationship is the same as the one that I just came out of. Okay. What I would suggest to you is it's like you're the walking dead. You know, you alive, but you're not all the way there. Okay. And so what we want to do is we want to wake up. We want to wake up. Now, I know that may sound very simple, okay? But part of waking up is part of realizing that I need to do something different, okay? I want to challenge you to wake up. Now, when you wake up, okay, there's some responsibilities with waking up, because when you can just so easily medicate your pain with another relationship, okay? Now you got this shotgun wound that's been left there from the last 12 relationships, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And you take out this little strip of a Band-Aid and you put it over the gaping wound as if it's gonna, that's what it's like when you go right back into another dysfunctional relationship, because you have not dealt with your own hurt, wounds, and dysfunction. Okay, it just keeps, just keeps piling on. Okay, we haven't taken time to pull back the leaves to see what's going on. So here's what you have to realize. Okay, the reason you keep medicating your pain with another relationship is because there's a part of you that does not want to heal. There's totally, hey, listen, we like it this way. We enjoy dysfunction because it's familiar. Okay, at least we know what we're going to get. There are no surprises. But when you make a decision that you really want to deal with your pain, like for real, okay, that's going to hurt a little bit, because you're going to have to allow that pain to come to the surface so that you can deal with it. It's almost like when Jesus was approaching the guy that had, the demons in him or something like that. And it said, have you come to torment us? And you think about that. So Jesus was the Word, okay? The Word in flesh, right? So that's the truth. So when you try to apply the truth to your situation, okay, so that you can get whole, there's going to be a part that understands that it's got to go somewhere. And it's going to feel like it's being threatened or tormented. And then it's going to start bucking, and it's going to start wanting to wild out and, and resist. Okay, but you have to understand that that's not you. That's not the real you talking. That's the part of you that's been under this crazy spell, okay, for however long. All right, you have to be willing to face that, because if you don't, you'll still be playing into this lie that you have to be in a relationship, okay, to feel halfway decent. It doesn't matter that the relationship is horrible. It doesn't matter that you're not getting what you want. It doesn't matter that the guy's not treating you as a priority. It doesn't matter that he is abusive. It doesn't even matter. And it might not even matter if the relationship is exclusive. At least I'm connected to somebody. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, that's not how you want to be. You don't want your worth and your value to be connected to whether or not somebody else says, oh, I see you as valuable. No. You have to see yourself as valuable. Oh, that's when it gets powerful. Now, it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something. Now, my question to you is, are you going to be willing to pay the price? Because freedom ain't free. We said that before, okay? Jesus told the rich young ruler, he said, listen, bruh. I think he talked like that. I would like to think Jesus talked, he was a cool, savior. Listen, bruh. The whole salvation piece, man, you can have it, but you're going to have to, wop. And then he was like, I ain't signing up for that. So you went away sad, okay? Do you want to pay the price of what it's going to cost? Because on the other side, though, it's freedom. It's liberation. It's joy. Everlasting. Because if you really honest with yourself, do you have joy now? I mean, seriously. Do you have that unspeakable joy just bubbling over? No. You have unspeakable sorrow. You have unspeakable shame and guilt. Okay? And despair. You don't like that. You know that you ain't happy with that. Okay? Don't let what's familiar keep you in bondage. Don't let the fact that all you know is Egypt, all you know is building bricks in the hot sun, okay? But they feed us. They beat us too, but we get a meal out of the deal. I mean, don't let that be your story, because it's not worth it. And you have to be willing to be brutally honest with yourself. You have to be willing to be brutally honest with yourself, transparent, okay, and vulnerable, all right? Because that is going to allow you to reveal the very thing that you're hiding, okay? You can't heal what you won't reveal. Oh, come on, somebody. I'm going to give myself an offering. Take money from here and put it over there. Yeah, you can't heal what you won't reveal. And that's the very thing that you're running against. You're running against revealing that part of you that when you were exposed it once before, somebody took advantage of it. Somebody abused it. Somebody didn't know how to cherish it. Now, whether that was in your childhood, mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever, cousin, uncle, doesn't matter. So you said, well, I'm not going to do that again. But I'm trying to tell you, that's what's needed to heal. And you got to do it in a healthy environment. All right. So that you can get past this. All right. You don't want to stay here, because at the end of the day, what you have to realize is that your worth is based solely on what you say about you. Not what they think, not what he thinks, not what he said, whether he no. You already know when you show up, I'm a diamond. Okay. And when you give me a compliment, you just already acknowledging and recognizing what I know is. Okay. Not that you got, you can have a little attitude. Like, I see what I did the head thing, But yeah, I want you to have that kind of swagger on it. Yeah, I do. I want you to kind of have that attitude with it. All right. But you don't just immediately jump off into that. You got to grow into that, and you got to do some work. Okay. And consider me your own personal coach. That's what I'm here. Get down and give me 20. In love. Okay. That's what I do. Okay. With my clients, I push, but I push in love. Okay. I support, I encourage in love. Okay. So if you know that you need that, if you know that you need somebody to help you to get out of that rut that you're in, because you keep going back to the vomit, you keep going back to the very thing that made you sick to begin with. All right. Oh, you know what? It wasn't good the first time, but it's surely, good for nutrition this time. No, it ain't. Nope. So get at me. I'm always out here crying in these relationship streets. I'm going to keep on crying in these relationship streets until you acknowledge that you need to heal, and yet that you need to put the work in. Yeah. Stop running. Put them Nikes back. Put them Adidas back in the bag. Okay. Stop running. Okay. Get the help that you need. All right. Get at me so we can have a conversation. All right. About how the coaching, how what I do can help you. Okay. How my program can help you get unstuck. That's what we're talking about. All right. So if that's for you, I'm for you. All right. And, if you're not ready yet, guess what? I'm going to be here. I ain't going nowhere. Yep. I'm sure no going to be here. And for those of you who have answered the call, who have made the decision that this is what I wanted, hey, kudos to you. Kudos. Because it's not easy. Facing your pain is very difficult. It's very difficult. You know why? Because it hurts. Who wants to feel pain? Nobody. It's like running into a burning building. Who does that? Why would I do that? Well, only time you would run into a place that's perceived as being dangerous is because what's in there that's worth saving is very valuable. So it supersedes the risk, okay, that I am, putting myself in. You understand what I'm saying? So you're running into that burning building to save yourself. Okay. You can hear yourself. Okay. Because I tell you this, if it was your child and it was stuck in that burning building, would you go in to save your baby? You could hear him in there crying. You wouldn't even think about it. You gone. Okay. Are you worth that? Aren't you worth that? Aren't you worth facing the perceived danger of facing your hurt? Okay. To save yourself. I know you are. I know you are. That's why I come out here every week to encourage you, to support you, because I know you are. All right. So listen, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully this has helped you. If it has, get at me and let's start that journey. All right. Peace.